So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Oh, looking at the damn stats. I'm looking at the stats. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first NFL reception goes for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Motherfucker got me. 7-0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now we give running left. It's Bettis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw.
Damn.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They start the drive with Lynch. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 30 on 2nd down. Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he steps away, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
This is Lynch on the draw. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. Third down here.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Hustle. Go out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Topper! Slam! Go!
2nd and 5. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
94 is the mark. Look at me. Go. Get it.
From the gun, Bradshaw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on out.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Flush to now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Let's get off the field.
25.
Check it out.
Hey, 0. Friday. Switch it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson going for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Seahawks 14, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. The end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. He's going to loft one, deep left side, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson able to find his target here, Largent. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Go 14. 58, 58. Come on it. Out. Alert. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This one into the hands of Largent. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wilson eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Rock it. You draw quarters.
To throw again. Bradshaw under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hard.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, Can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. It's brought in by Harris. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Good job right there.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, watch the lane.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, high 7.
To throw from his end zone, Bradshaw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Mike 37. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
special. I'll go special.
Here's Wilson. Dancing. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in, your running backs.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
218, chopper.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lynch. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
They run. Lynch. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Run left, run left. Let's go, let's go. 58 to Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, 0. Tight dog. Check 37, check 37.
They'll try the left side. Alexander. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. First down, the run with Lynch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Three bucks.
On the ground, it's Lynch. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Following the penalty, Lynch. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Lynch. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, 5, and can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Bullshit, man. Bullshit.
A lot of tired bodies on that field.
Bullshit.
This is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Bullshit.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
Bullshit,
this is
dog.
going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about
Bullshit,
a yard or so
man.
short.
Bullshit.
He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Frustrated like a motherfucker. God
30
damn.
seconds left to go.
I came all the way back. Did it pound? Damn.
So on 4th down, out
Man, that
trots
was
the
a fucked
kicker
up shit
in a big
there,
spot
dog.
here. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good.
Man, fucked up.
And that will push the
Damn,
lead
that
up
was
to double
fucked
digits
up.
now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Wow. I fought all the way back, man.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That stuff like a
This will be taken
man.
short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Fuck. We're going to play me up close. I'm going to tell you that right there. Wow.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They might be
Fuck
thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in
That's
mind
messed up,
already,
man.
but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Hey, nah, man. This
Looking for
motherfucker
more
fucked me
there
up,
on
man.
first down, but
Damn.
this throw downfield incomplete.
94 is the mark. Not today, you are. Not today. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bradshaw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Hell no, man. I caught the ball. It went dropped my man. We'll sit there, man.
Now
You see
they
that,
face a
man?
3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to
One-on-one. I got to go for it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,
no, that was wrong.
something they can
I
look
was
at
doing
on
too.
film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
See that? Hey, I didn't know who I was playing
So
at
for the
first.
Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,
and came back, almost won that motherfucking game. I should have won that motherfucker.
They'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL
man. He got me slipping, right? Tell my man, come on to play the franchise game. Shit, Masado better got away with that one. They stole that motherfucker from me. I ran that motherfucker all the way back to the fucking end zone. Touchdown. Finna tie the motherfucker up. I know, but I'm finna go for 2. Oh, fuck. That's a hell of a fight loss. Yeah, that's a hell of a fight loss there. That's a hell of a fight loss there. That's a hell of a fight loss there. Hell of a fight loss. Ah. Shit, I had to go in there and change up goddamn Jerome Bettis. Oh, hell no. I got bail up there? Motherfucker. Well, I'm still pissed off at that run back. I come back from... Well, I came back from a 28-7 deficit. I came back from a 28-7 deficit. Accept that quarterback. Accept that quarterback. Motherfucker.